back again. Hopefully this is going to be nice and sort of chill today. I've got my son here, no little Miss Olivia. So welcome back to my channel. Excuse the obscene. God, this lighting makes it 10 times worse. The obscene hair. Yeah, me wanted to prep my hair and do a nice like Frankie from Towie vibes. Yeah, this is what I came out with, and I've literally just done that, looked at my eyebrows and thought I need to have my eyebrows done as well. So I'm all set up today. I'm not sure what look we're gonna do because you've got to have good hair, haven't you? I feel like you want your hair to be nice, don't you, when you're doing a look, and this ain't gonna be nice for me today, so I'm under struggle of what to do. So yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to create a, ideally I wanted it to be my Umbrella Academy series, but that might not happen. I was going to do, oh my god, I remember doing Alison. Or, oh no, I know what I'm going to do today. Scratch that. We're not going to do Umbrella Academy today because of my hair. And because I wanted to have a little play around again with the Laroque. I was thinking she's quite... Alison from the Umbrella Academy is, I sort of think of her and think quite glam. First season, obviously second season, that's what I mean, they're all so different because they all go back in time, don't they? So, and obviously, yeah, just done my moisturiser, doing my eyebrows with my spoolie and my raspberry flex gel. I'm literally trying to sort of leave my eyebrows go now. I only want to trim the arch, and I think my problem has been lately, I've been literally doing the underneath, but I've also been shaping up the top. Look at the difference in that. It's incredible, isn't it? Literally the hold on that, you saw me just spray a little bit of Revolution Sports Fix. Might hear a little man starting. Everything sort of placed out today as well. It's like, for me, I feel like I haven't got a lot of lid space. Oh god, look at that stray brow over there. I haven't got a lot of lid space at all, so it's like I almost want to emphasize, so you can brush them all up and see, I want that to fill in, but then I think I can afford for it to sort of go around there. I'm just blabbering out to you a lot now, and I look like a psycho. That's it. Gotta give it a whiff because it's so good. And I'm gonna go back in now with my trusty, this is gonna be my kit bag, always in my kit bag this. It is, honest to God, it doesn't budge. And I love this because what's good about this P. Louise one, I think because it deposits the colour in so well into the eyebrows. Obviously you've seen me go through a little bit, but it's like, that's the one thing Saskia says as well, it's like, even though this is really, really good hold, when you obviously use the likes of your filling in pens, it does manoeuvre the product a little bit, because you can almost feel like you've had a little bit of a lift. So just brush strokes again. Yeah, I want to get lighter ones of these to add to my kit because of the spoolie on the end as well. Then I haven't actually used the spoolie on this. So I'd very much say I'm rather the likes of pens because I can't get on with what's it called, brow gel. Like the wand one that P. Louise I had with my budget box from P. Louise, that's decent because it's on the brush. But do you know the ones that you dip in and have to use your angled brush for? I really can't fathom them. I don't know why I can't use them. The one I used to have one from Revolution, and that was very good. I used to fill them literally from there all the way out. I used to fill them, and that was all right. I think it was quite emollient based, does that make sense? Whereas the She Glam one I had, oh God, it's literally, I used it once and it's just dried out so bloody badly. It's incredible. And I'm also gutted that I didn't upload any photos from, we went to Merthyr Thursday, my partner actually had off yesterday and Friday. So we popped over to Merthyr with the kiddie winks and I literally just did a quick everyday glam that for me it always turns into a little bit more. And my mother was obsessed with my eyebrows because I literally did it like this. I didn't realise how short I cut it off because where I usually go back in, I'd use my P. Louise base and I don't know what happened with it, I'd say. It just, I don't know whether I set it down too quickly and I had quite a sharp line, but it made my eyebrows so sharp. It was incredible. So I've just obviously filled in now with my P. Louise and my Raspberry Flex. And now I'm going in with my base too. And I'm going to cut out my eyebrows. And then I'm going to come back after I've cut them out. I'm going to cut the one out now and come back and do the other one. So I'm back. So you can see that little area now. I've cut them out. I don't know how I've cut them out today. Just, do you ever go there? Sometimes you do it one day and it's completely different to the next. Like, I've been using the P. Louise 707 brush to cut my brows out, and I don't know, not find it, I think it's a bit too big. Not too big, it's like it sparses out, if that makes sense. So I'm holding them. And already I can see this eyebrow now. It's going to be higher in the arch. And I did on this side as well, and it got to be honest, every time you see P. Louise uploading about their bases, it's the pat. I know they say just like dab, 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 dab it, but that's the one thing I've picked up from Saskia's course, how she sets it, and I'd rather her. I'm doing this because obviously this is what I didn't do yesterday, as I've now seen. I've got, you can see the line I've created there. But it was more sort of, I'd done my eyebrows nicely and I was like, oh well, I'm going to have to cut them out. And before I forget, because I can't remember if I said it the first time, because again, Alice trails off subject so much, I'll start talking about one thing and it goes off the other. I'm going to attempt, so I need to get them from upstairs, a carnival look. My mum and my auntie want to set me tasks now to create. Even though I was like, I'm already doing an Umbrella Academy series, do you think you could like, wait? But no, they both want to see me do Carnival now. So get my flares. Now again, my Lorac LP08 is becoming a favourite of mine. It's just so dense and lush. And I gotta be honest, guys, I don't know if anybody else with eye problems. I wouldn't say I've got eye problems. I had a patch as a kid. And, God, year 3, I can remember having a patch. I can't remember how young it actually started. I'd have to ask my mother there. If anybody else had patches, drop down below. I feel low. Well, they call it a lazy eye. And you can notice it in, I don't know if you've noticed, in some of my photos over on Instagram, Alice MMUA. If I focus too hard, you can see this eye, or you can just see they don't marry. They're definitely not twin sisters at all. Yeah, this one's gone different. But what I'm saying is, I said to my mother-in-law, I'm noticing things are getting a lot more difficult with it. Like, I know that sounds really daft, but you know, even just having to concentrate with my left eye now, looking seems tougher. Yeah, I'm gonna take up a little bit, a little bit. God, isn't it quiet without my child? Anybody know any way I can get music in these videos? Like, can you get away with even just literally saying, I don't own the rights to this music? Or is it a no-go completely? And if, I know I've only just done a couple of videos, but if you've watched me from the beginning and you know how much I love Saskia Field, she's got her May classes up now, guys, as well. So you want to book on to them, because it is honestly, I can't wait to do these classes again. So the Laroque one, they're absolutely incredible, absolutely incredible. They're a lot more colourful this time around as well, so I can't wait at all. So Carnival, I'm thinking of the colours I've got. I definitely need to go in with a dark sort of base anyway. So do I go in with a deep sort of purpley or navy? I'm going to go in with my cookie dough brush on the colour in the navy, just to start my process of the blend. This is the hardest part as well. I don't know if you've noticed with me about YouTube. I take so long, like doing tutorials, I don't know if I do just take a lot longer than other people do. But it's like, because you're doing it with me, it's like a get ready with me, isn't it? I've got to do this today, the state of my hair. But yeah, gonna see how these blend with me, if the process works, if it doesn't. And hopefully today Alice will remember to cut out with my simple. I've also just seen employees of their sales stops now tonight, and I'm like, I got no money. That's what I mean. You can see a lot of my brushes are poised. A lot of them are the same, but again, like, obviously this is a lot. You can see how dark this navy is, and I want to go in with another cookie dough brush. I'd want to use this one as well. So it's like, why would I? You don't have to sit there and use an Isoclean and do the same thing again, do you? So I've just created that. See, I'm not too worried about what's going on my lid, because I'm not thinking about the lid at the minute. I just know I want to cut crease and I want to try and do this. So I'm going to go and do the other side and come back to you. So I've just done that. Take a sip of your coffee, guys. Got a little bit of coffee. And do this. Oh, also, anybody know this? I've got sent, said I was going to do the next step. I've just had my letter for my COVID vaccination. I don't want to go into COVID on this channel. I know it's obviously, it's one of those things, but I am nervous about it because I'm breastfeeding, and obviously I don't know if you can do it while breastfeeding. A lot of people are telling me yes, but I don't know. I'll leave it there. So I've just done in the navy, and now if I show you, so I've just gone in with that one to create that, and now I'm thinking about going in with poison apple and a little bit fiery. No, I'm changing my mind. I'm gonna go with poison apple because that's the deepest sort of red. Yeah, gonna go in with that. We're gonna do it and see how it goes with the new cookie dough we went. doing it. Like, if you are interested in the techniques I'm using, because that's the one thing on here, I like, obviously I'm happy to sort of do it like this and you just see how I do my makeup. But I'm not going to go into the techniques because obviously Saskia works really hard. And this is things I've picked up off Saskia Fields' course. So if you do want to learn these techniques, and if you're not saying this, but if you look and go, oh, how she that, you know, that's a good look or that's a good blend, join her course. Genuinely join her course, because she has changed my makeup game so much. Like, obviously that last look I did with you for Klaus, I couldn't believe how quickly that took off. And like, people were actually commenting about the blends, and that's literally just watching her courses. Like, obviously a lot of the things, like how she does certain things in the beginning steps, are the same, but still it doesn't hurt to keep learning those things, because again, like the way I've been doing it, I know I need to buy the brush that she uses to carve out her brows. I need to buy it because I just need to be a little bit more adventurous with what ones I'm using, and maybe go a little bit smaller than my P. Louise, but it's got the sharpness there, do you know what I mean? So that's not so bad, but it's still, I don't know, I just want to be able to cut it a little bit easier, and I don't know whether the product isn't going on properly. I don't know. And again, if you can tell, you can't see, I'm literally just dabbing my brush by there. Let's do the other side. I know I said I was going to come back, but literally I can hear my son. I think he makes a lot of noises in his sleep, I gotta be honest. But I could just hear him waking, and I thought, what I genuinely need to do on these videos, I need to tell you at the beginning, real time, what time I've started recording, and then tell you at the end. See, they're both different. Tell you at the end what time it actually is and what time I finished. I can't tell you now. The clock on there is different. So when I did this, I'm going to find out the time and come back and tell him. So it is 11:15, and I've been filming this at 18 minutes, so God, this is going to be a longer video today, guys. It's going to be a longer one. So I'm going to go back in again with another cookie dough. Thinking I'm going to go in with now. I was going to say to go in with, like, I've just done poison apple. Don't want to jump too much. We don't want to keep them too close together either, do you? Even though I know obviously the colours you're seeing are a little bit different. Can you see the way we got it now? That's where we're at. So I'm thinking I'm going to go in with, so from that, I'm going to go in with So Peachy. Or, what do you think, guys? I wish you could answer me. Just done poison, so it's either So Peachy. No, I'm going to go with So Peachy because I think there's more underlying orange tones on that one than there is on the spicy. Spicy's got a bit more of a red underlying. And I'm not obviously bothered about losing my eyebrow space on this because doing Carnival. So I'm trying to be really careful still around that area because it's right by my brow. God, look at the colour of my hair. Like, I think when you're doing more creative looks, you haven't got to be so scared of you about, obviously, like I've just took that right there and did a little bit of that. But I'm not so scared about this today because I'm like, where sometimes you do really want it a bit more precise. See, and I've just learnt my lesson that that's blended into the red too much. Even though it is a bit of a lift of a colour, I feel like it's blended into it way too much. I just thought I want to wing it out a little bit more. Never be afraid. I am very much learning not to just never be afraid. Go with the idea you want, because that idea could turn out to be amazing. And the more you doubt yourself, I find the worse the look can almost turn out to be. Like if you keep questioning yourself, you think about it too much, don't you? So obviously I'm not bothered again about this bit because I do want to use some flowers because it's going to be Carnival. So I'm going to finish the other side. Now it looks a bit scary. It's like I need to figure out a different lighting setting, don't I? Because this makes it look so... It just doesn't look like what it looks like to me, if that makes sense. I'm going to go in now with a little bit of Island Hopping, which is a yellow. And then a little bit of the Self-Made, which is more like acidy. Do you want to... I'm not scared about it sort of moving over the other colours. See, look on the camera, it's like you can't even see that yellow, really, can you? To me, I can see a lot of it. Knowing as well what I'm doing. Like I said, I know I want flowers, I don't know where. I've even got my face paints. I could end up just sort of getting rid of that anyway, so getting rid of the face paints, but what I've just created now with that yellow, I might end up getting rid of it, sort of that higher bit. These Molly O'Brien brushes as well are lovely because they're so lightweight. Like the cookie dough ones, these ones, they're a chunker feel to them. These almost feel like actual paintbrushes. Like they're really lightweight. Obviously, the different type technique of a brush you get, and that's what I think is nice about with these brush companies. That's obviously you can see the type of bristle that it is, and it's so, you know, you just want that little brush. It's a brush, Alice, but you just want, see the effect that when you're doing with it, you don't want to feel like you're touching the skin. And I think when the brushes itself are lightweight, it helps the process for you. So again, I'm not sitting here and saying I'm queen of blending, because I'm by far no means am I there with the blending game like these girls are, like Saskia is. But for people like me, this brush makes this bit almost, you sat here and in your head you're going, oh, I'm blending really well. Like, I know my brother just bought some makeup brushes, Storybook Cosmetic ones, and they're the Harry Potter ones. And they are, he said, they are literally so heavy. I don't know how you could do like a flawless blend then, because if they're that heavy, I said it could work to his advantage, because if they're that heavy, he's got to hold them really too close to the end. In that way, it's going to be better. But otherwise, if he's got to hold them right in the middle like that, he could be depositing the colour too harshly. For some reason, this side is going better for me today. And as you know from my last one, this is the side that I said is usually the worst because of my eye. So now with my brushes, I'm just going to do a little bit of a upkeep. I'm going to come back. And I'm back, so that's that. Obviously, if you want to see these end results properly when they're photographed, because I think the lighting I've got set up, and see they're odd. The lighting setup is obviously so different, and it's quite... It's fake lighting, isn't it? Whereas when you actually, I don't know why the camera makes it look different, but I only use the one when I actually photograph. Just filling these in a minute, just make sure they're done. I had a quick phone call with my auntie and my mother as they answer, because obviously about my hair, I can just see them looking at me, and I'm like, yeah. And I was like, you told me to do Carnival, so I'm doing Carnival today to go with my stinking, dirty coloured orange yellow hair. But I'm quite proud of this. You can't see it properly. Oh my god, how sad am I? I'm laughing to myself. Did you love though, guys? I literally had to sit there and watch it. Here he goes. I had to sit, sorry, I'm like looking for my blank canvas. Sat there and watched the video purposely because of the way I jump in the middle of my last video. I did. It's not as funny as I thought it was going to be, but you can, if you don't know what's going on, if people haven't watched my last video, all I keep mentioning in that video is looking at my CCTV. I'm up and down looking at my CCTV. I literally, when you look at the time, 10 seconds before I jump, it's my dog in it. She starts barking and I just look right, but you can hear the chair hitting this cupboard. Oh my god, it's hysterical. Well, I think it is. So I've just literally gone in with a bit of my simple eye makeup remover. And I'm going to cut that out, and this is quite a tedious sort of job. A lot of people, I know you can get different size Q-tips, which I think I need to get. Or sometimes I have gone in with, like, that's a Morphe, I don't know which one. You can see the shape of that. I've gone in and actually done it like that. I swear that dog knew I was talking about it, didn't she? Just realised you're all squiffy. Oh my god, if I show you a bit more. So I didn't want it too wet, but then you want to still be able to take it off, don't know. And then with the drier side, I wipe sort of away. Wipe away the moisture of it. See? So I'm going to come back and do the other eye. Also, now I've done them. Obviously, because I'm going to go in the blank canvas, is such a good crease cutter. like I'm doing that, obviously I'm going to go back in with that anyway. But if you struggle with this little part, so you can see I know I've gone on the bottom, but I'm just creating the top half now. I'm not worried about the bottom yet because we don't know where we're going to go. Just put it down and sort of stamp and swipe. Like I literally, if I get a bit nervous about an area, I'll literally go up and go, you see quickly, like that. That's how I sometimes do it. So that was only 2 Q-tips in the entire time. So now I need to buy a blank canvas. Again, please people, if you're any makeup artists, you don't have to be a makeup artist, makeup enthusiast watching this, can you please give me some advice on blank canvas? Again, I said when I opened it the first time it was a bit bitty and I'm so scared about putting too much product out. I literally, this is a 707 toothbrush. It feels a bit wet now. Not wet, sorry. Because it's a paint, I know it's got to be a certain way, but I find it dries too quickly for me and I want to be able to work with it. So you can see the bits on it a little bit now, but I'm literally just going to quickly do this bit now. You can see. See how I was doing it? And then I just marked it a bit, but it's fine. So I sort of scoop up like that because you want to get it on the tip. See this bit? Because I want you to see how I do it as well. I don't want to keep going on and off, but this is why it's good to have music in the background. Just gonna sort of do that because I took it too far when I cut it out. With a symbol, I mean. See, I've just sort of did a little bit of a something there. Now, what do we want to do? think I'm gonna take, I'm not, what about a green? What do you think of a green? I could completely ruin this now. I don't know whether to go in with one of my Made by Mitchells or stick to Lorac. No, I'm going to stick with Lorac. And I'm going to take my Vanilla Poise brush and go in with Denim Jacket, which is a green. Packing that on. This is why I think I must have a bad batch one, because you see people use blank canvas even doing this bit that I'm doing now, and the colours go on seamlessly, yet mine just seem a bit funny. And another fudge vanilla with, because I don't want the bank account is quite khaki, so I'm going to go in with a bit of bank account and then back in with that that denim colour. See what we do it? I'm going to do this and do the other side and come back. For example, they're not the same. Not the same one bit. This is where Alice is like, do I keep correcting? So we want him to marry the night. My mother keeps ringing me through these, and I'm like, right, organising what to get my daughter for her birthday. So I'm just going back and forth between the colours now on the lid. And that completely stopped again because of her. So I'm just pressing in now as well. These are really nice brushes, mind the vanilla ones, for going along your shape. I don't want to keep picking up too much product, but just this bit doesn't want to blend for me, so that's fine. We're just not going to think about it. I'm going to get a bit of the Indian Navy now and marry these. I'm doing it with a really light hand because obviously I don't want to, I want it to blend, and obviously you want to hide like that bit I cut too far, didn't I, on the other side. And now I'm going to bring this round to do my under eye. I always used to be really scared about the under eye, and I think I said that again. I don't know if I've said that in my videos. So when you lose track and you're just talking, you can see I'm just bringing it round. Because obviously you've created this blend now. So I just want to bring it round with it. I'm happy with that. So pull the faces under the sun. Show that a little bit there. And again, why it helps having so many different brushes, I'm not taking too much, because you're bringing, obviously, you're going back in now with the colours that you've just used to do this blend, and obviously I'm happy doing it as messy as I want to, because we still haven't done our base, because again, I don't know how people do their bases first and then do looks like this. I really don't, because I got to be honest, that's because of the technique that she teaches you in the course of how to even just pick up colour off the palettes. You don't get a lot of fallout on your face, which is amazing now. But sometimes this side just doesn't want to go good to me today. This side's going better than that side. How strange. Some palettes you do get fallout, and I think it's just the way they're pressed in the palette, so it can't be helped. But all this work for fallout then on the base, I just couldn't cope. Completely did that too low then. There you go. So you can see the differences. This is how we work. This is how we work. It's like, don't want too many other colours obviously in your idea. You still want some type of merriment between them. Here he goes. He's done good for me today, love him. I'm going to bring it down a bit more on this side because of the Carnival. Thinking, could I work something into it? Because again, you can see I don't know what I'm doing with my inner corner yet. I really don't. But again, because I've got all them brushes separate, you can just keep picking them up and knowing you haven't got to worry about colour transfer, about the actual colour losing its colour. Because obviously if you're using one brush to do, can you imagine if I had to use one brush to do all of this look? It wouldn't have worked, would it? I'm like, do I now do a graphic liner in yellow across my lid, or is that going to be too much because these colours are so much? And that's what we got. So that's the eye look. Now, what do we do to the face? Do I go do the face? Think of the face. Hey now, brown girl, come back to you. Come back to you. I was going to say while he's coming round, there he goes. I think I'm going to actually go in. I'm just going to take a little bit of my She Glam concealer because I don't want to wipe away. So I'm just literally going to do that because I use this brush for my eyes. Obviously you don't want to, I don't use all the same brushes, so I don't care if I get colour on this one, but I just want to see. This is almost like a trial for me because I haven't even prepped my skin yet with concealer. Not concealer. What is it? Primer. As Nikki Tutorial says, not prime, it's crime. I just wanted to see how close I could get it. Without losing too much of the under eye. I'm going to wipe this off with a wet wipe anyway underneath. But again, these products are wet. So as much as it might not be the P. Louise and I might have just lost, you've still got your colour in there. So I'm very finely going over that edge line. Do the same with this one now, bring it up. I'm doing that because I want to get war paint excess off. wipe on your towel. Always have a towel handy, I would. Oh. And I'm just lightly bringing that up. I'm going to sort little man and come back to you, okay? Okay? So, after a quick feed for the baby, I'm back. I sort of did that. I'm sat here now wondering, do I cut off? Because this is going to be a long process to video all of it. So I think I'm going to do a little bit and then like come back and forth. If that's okay with you guys, let me know in the comments if what you'd rather me film it like. Because as we all know, Alice can't edit for nothing. But yeah, I'm sat here battling. Like, do I add a flower? Because my auntie was like, are you going to do anything different? Are you going to incorporate your hair? Incorporate my hair care? Have you seen it? Have you seen my sodden hair? But I've got my pink palette that I'm thinking I could sort of do. Come on the journey with me, like a bit. I'm like, it's no way, it's trial and error doing these looks. Could you go in, do I do my foundation first and then the detail? Because I've got flowers that I can stick on, but do you just want to do a little bit extra with it as well? But then I don't want it too much either. I don't know whether to do just one flower on the corner by here, because I've done such an exaggerated eye look that it's going to take away from that. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, this is what we're going to do, guys. This is what we're going to do. I'm so happy with my eyebrows today. So, because it's Carnival, I'm loosening this because I don't want to... This is from Shein, by the way, if anybody wants to know. I'm Scooby-Doobied in about. So I'm going to take my Molly O'Brien PMO15 brush with my trusted Too Dark foundation. Because it's like, no matter how much I iso-clean this, I'm noticing is slowly sort of over time, like, you can iso-clean your brushes as much as you want, but some colours will stain your bristles. Obviously, if they're pure white, like I got a lot of the colour out of the vanilla brushes when I did my last look with the purple, and that was because of the P. Louise that I think is stained so much. Because my eyelids, oh my god, after that purple, my eyelids were stained to hell. It was mental how much they were stained. But then again, I know a lot of the purple, don't they say a lot of purple and red products have got like beetle stuff and things like that in? I don't know. I might be completely off subject here, but I've heard things like that. But I gotta be honest, my brother was a little bit like hesitant then to want to use P. Louise. Oh my god, I can't imagine my life without P. Louise. Do you know what I mean? But it's my brother, obviously. He's getting very creative with makeup, love him. But I think it would be a lot different for my brother to walk around with pink stained eyelids. That sounds so wrong. Than me. But it's only the two products I've used from P. Louise that's happened, and it was literally that new purple one and then the green one from the winter edition. Again, I've just done one more little pump, I don't know what that is, for my forehead, because it's like, that's what I mean. I was having to use so much foundation on my other brushes, and this, even that, you just, what I like about it, do you know when they say about, like, you know, if it's a good beauty blender, because you cut the beauty blender, don't you, in half, and you can see how much is absorbed. Well, this is literally, it must just balance on the top and obviously deposit what you need. But oh, it's amazing. If you could feel how dry this is now, like that Lorac one, that's in my brush tin now to be washed because of the, obviously, contact from the other colours. And that got too wet, but I think that was just the product itself. Oh, no, you were. Yeah, it still feels damp and you can still feel some of the product in it, but I just think it's obviously how the bristles are made. Back in the brush. Is he going? Is he going? I'm going to take a bit just the elf today and put a little dab because obviously I'm still wondering what I'm going to do with my everything. And then the mini P, which is a MO29. So I've made sure today that I've got a mirror in front of me and my handheld at the same time. I'm just, it's another word for what I'm doing, stippling. Gotta be honest, I really thought the blondie with this colour foundation really wouldn't go well, but it actually doesn't look too bad. On you it looks dreadful, but again in real life it doesn't look bad. So I'm just gonna blend this out and go, yeah, I'm gonna stop a minute. See what I mean about what I said about the timing? Gotta get it up in there. So that's why I did some of the work with the other brush. I'm gonna go check little man and come back to you. And here's Lee Jr. So, just think it's a bit of windy pops in it. I am gonna just sort of manoeuvre that bit there, mirrors bit there. Okay, just dabbing into the LP05. You're alright? Oh, there it is. That's a bit of sickies, Dab, dab, dab. I'm just gonna quickly, just because I don't want it to crease too much. Because obviously, because I want to do some work on the face, I don't want to set everywhere, because I find it's like the same with your face, isn't it? When you cut out your crease, that's why I think a lot of people have started using the eye makeup remover to cut out stuff, like cut out your crease first. Because I've noticed if you put cream, like a cream base and stuff like that on top of powder, it just congeals too badly. I don't know what it does, it's not good. So I'm using my collection pressed powder for this in Ivory. Sort of the main areas that I need this going to crease. That's what I'm doing first. Well, that's where I'm stamping this on. I've got to sleep now. I think this is, he's going to always want to show up, isn't he? I've actually said he reminds me a little bit, the way he does that, of a dinosaur. I'm just working in now my Revolution Pro. Slightly there. Again, see? So you can see the pulse out is completely different. So I almost don't mind a bit of swipe movement then. Oh, the most weird shape face you can. And that's that. So it's like, I don't mind, obviously, looking a little bit like this now, because we're wondering how little man it's going to be. So I'm going to sit by here now. I've just done that because they're the places that I think is going to crease more on me. So I wanted to set them. I'm now going to have a shabangalanga think of what we're going to do. So I could just get my flowers and press it and be done with it, but then I think I want to try and go a little bit further, so come back and see what we can do. Actually, some people might want to see this. I'm just taking the brush I just used my blank canvas on with a bit of base 0. Is he gonna let me? I'm not ideally even wanting it to be the white. It's amazing what women can do. Children. It's not going to be perfect, but... So yeah, I'm going to stop it like that. This is going to be in my hair too much. So what I can do is then flower around the hairline. This is going to be trial and error for me. Same colours I used on the eye. And I'm following the shape that I have created. Obviously, again, like I said, you can, I think you can afford to be a bit messy if you are. Obviously, I don't know what I'm doing either on this little area, so I thought it'd be fun for you to do it with me. And the red. He don't have to make noises, do we? That's what this channel is about. This is about makeup and motherhood, isn't it, babe? This is literally the reality of me trying to... He's been really good though, isn't he, this time? I haven't had to stop as much. I've had to stop more for my family ringing. It's like I want to place the colour in, but I still want to manoeuvre it in. Anybody else's kitty winkies make all this noise? And then again, you know, this is going to work because it's a bit fatty. Oh god, it doesn't look very good from that angle at all. Not one bit, it just looks like I've got a SpongeBob star on me. So, you can see what I'm doing, so now I'm going to come back because it looks dreadful. So, baby's gone down, this is where we're at. So I'm going to turn this into a butterfly, and I just wanted to do it where it looks just like a leaf and a flower. But I've grabbed my flowers off Amazon. You can find her on Echo Michaela. She's got the swipe up link. She's like the queen of it. So I don't know whether you want to watch me do it. This is what I mean. It's a long one, sort of the creative journey, but still nice for people to see how they created, isn't it? It's all well and good saying what we use on Instagram. But I've still used my Lorac palette, my base number 1, and my P. Louise 7072, and I've literally just painted it on where I want. I've used my sheen brushes for some of the detail, but then all my same brushes again for created it. So hopefully that I haven't done that. So what shall we use? What shall we use? It's knowing how to sort of stick them, because I want some greenery, because I didn't realise I haven't got a tweezers, have I? Have I got a tweezers by here? They're so delicate. Oh god, the entire thing has just jumped out at me. So, this is the leaves. You know, finicky there. It's a bit too... No, I'm going to put that back in. It's not... I want a deeper one. I want it deeper. Thank you for whoever is actually watching this and keeping on going with me through my journey. I need to get the proper applicators for this. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick this, because this is a good leaf. So, I haven't got, again, I wouldn't advise anybody to do this. This is my W7 from Summer Candy Cosmetics glue. Just eyelash glue. And I'm literally just going to place that where I want it to go. I think the nice thing about clear adhesives, it's tinted that. With clear adhesives, it doesn't obviously muck up what you've just done. I'm just going to stick it down. As you can see, it's just added a little bit more life to it. That's why I wanted to draw some on first. A bit more glue again to go with this other flower. See what I mean? That's that. I'm gonna use the sort of flowers like I've done, isn't it? Biggest part about this one is gonna be my friggin' oh, it is. See, I need to add white on that one now because it's not got the inside. So again, the sheen brush. I don't want to do too much to there because I don't want to lose the flower either. Where else? told my mother this is what I want for my birthday. Lots and lots of flowers, because these are so delicate. Excited to see me using a lot of these today. Gonna use a nice yellow daisy looking one now. Empty. Oh. Put it there. So you can see some of the things falling off. And then I just sort of paint it again in place. Because you can't use these. I'm not so bothered about losing some of the flowers. I want to bring some around by there now, don't I? This is so quiet. It's so quiet. Okay, a bit more. You can see that. So I'm going to go now and add the little bit of detail I need to over there. I'm going to bring a flower up by here actually. I can feel something on my face. I can feel something somewhere. Oh no, I'm blowing that. See what I mean about the, oh, it's the little jelly bits of the bloody... There we go. And then over there. What are we thinking, guys? Come back. So that's all I'm gonna do now. I'm afraid if I keep going, I'm just gonna make it look too fussy, I think. So because I've lost a little bit, because I didn't set anything, I'm just gonna add a little tad more to my paint. So I mean, it might not be too carnival based, but also I don't want to do it too much either. It's like, what do when you think if you were going out, you want to do a wearable dinner? Like when you think of Halloween and things like that, you want it wearable. It's little noises again, it's so fun. And look, we've just made a mistake together because I've just realised and remembered I've already bloody set this, haven't I? Are we going to do this now, Alice? Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. We've done it now. We've done it now, kids. Kids. That's one thing I've noticed as well. It's like you don't want to move your head too much when you've got these on your head, because you sometimes forget. Yeah, I've mocked it now, haven't I? See, not everything goes to plan. This is what I'd love to see. The outtakes of makeup looks. He's my little backup, isn't he? My little backing track. So that was collection. Now I'm just looking at the mess, look at the mess, look at the mess, look at the mess. I wonder if this will... There we go. Swiped it in too much. See what I mean with me? I find the longer I take to do a look, I almost take so much in there. You don't want it. Obviously, how can I describe it? You take all this time doing like the makeup I've just done on this side, and then you look and go, oh, something's bound to go wrong. Something's bound to go wrong. As that just did on this side. So I'm just gonna go again. Because I've done it now. Carnival-y. I want to take this up as well. Snatch it up. Oh, I'm raw and ready, the outtakes today. Raw and ready. And I haven't even done eyeliner yet. Oh no. I'm waking him up now, aren't I? Take a bit of my Lorac. Still stinks. Remember in my other video I said it smells? And I've even used my IsoClean sanitizer on it, hoping and praying it'd get rid of the smell, because it's putting it on the brush now as well. That's why it was wrong, because I used the wrong one. He's getting angry. I know, I feel like this side's going funny. So what's the same, isn't it? Why is that? You do these makeup looks and I will literally, I'm like, no, I'm not giving up now. I've done this much. I am not giving up now. No way. No way, no way, no way. And because I don't really care about it being so placed, I'm just going back in with the same brush over Cabana. Here he goes. Better. Now I'm actually going to put that to the side and go in with my chocolate fudge brush and a bit of the Naked and Coconut. I want a bit sort of orangey colours as well. Just go see how Mister is now. So I'm taking the eyeshadows, so and that. Just I will be back. So on our last steps. Now I've just done my go-to P. Louise lippy. I've just put a little bit of my Lujo 2-in-1 eyeliner lash adhesive. I'm going to try it though with my Lauren lashes and see if it does work on other lashes as well. It's always the same, isn't it? You get to this part and I'm like, oh my god, don't breathe. Pointless bit for me to bloody upload, isn't it? I shouldn't have come back on, but he's quiet again. Just gonna go with it today. Just gonna go with it. I've actually just looked now and thought, because of my butterfly eye, do I do white eyeliner? I'm loving this Lorac. Absolutely loving it. So these are the Lauren lashes. Look. Oh my god, yeah, I need to cut a bit off. For all the things I'm using to cut. It's a baby scissors. Because I don't want to make the same mistake that I made on my last post when I did the Klaus look. I didn't really check the eyelashes and they'd come away. So I'm going to stick these and come back with the finished look. So this is little man. Oh, have you just been sickies? Have you just been sickies? Just give me a fist in the face. This is me all done. This is the Lauren lashes. Oh my god, I can't remember what ones these are, but they're bloody stunning. Do you just don't want really like you've got a lash on? It doesn't say what ones they are, but they're amazing. So this is the final look. And if you want to see the final photos, head over to my Instagram, AliceMMUA. And yeah, we are all done. I hope you enjoyed. I know it's been a lot longer this time round, but we got there. I'm looking good. Are the eyelashes on? Are the eyelashes on? So yeah, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. It's Carnival-esque. It's sort of more fairy, isn't it? I think I'm going to go fairy. Fairy tale today. Not carnival, fairy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. And yeah, thank you. Quick side note, it is 20 to 3. So I've been finished for about half hour, 45 minutes.
This is the reality of doing, might not look a lot to people, but doing this with a child. And that's without Olivia here as well. So process is hard. And thank you for watching.